there's a couple of considerations. So the first one is, can I get it to work with one person? And you know, a lot of times we say that, and people sort of look at it as if it's kind of like a slogan that we've got. You know, test small, test with one person. Well, but the reality is, you know, one of our colleagues says, why would you try to take it to a larger scale if you can't get it to work with one individual? And I think that's a powerful way to think about it. If I can't get something to work for myself, why would I try to get other people to do it? So for me, I am really focusing in on trying to just get something that I have a strong degree of belief works. And if I have data that's associated with it, the data shows that it's working. I'm getting it with a degree of reliability. Now I'm starting to ask myself, what are the other circumstances that I need to understand to know whether it's going to work with others? So it may work with me, but then I want to turn around to another colleague and have them test the same process to see if they get the same results. Can they reproduce those same results? And I'm slowly introducing factors that will enable me to kind of refine my process and refine it a little bit more and a little bit more, so that I'm getting a stronger degree of belief that the process that I've created is something that's going to work beyond just the small scale, that it's going to take it further. Then if I've got it reliably working, now I'm starting to ask myself, what are the things that are involved in implementing it successfully? So I may be switching from my process to thinking about things like procedures, thinking about different times of day and what are the differences that exist in that, thinking about different types of employees, new versus old, and other factors that may not have been a big deal when I was at the small scale, but now as I'm moving to scale, I need to understand those so that I can make sure that it's going to work beyond just individual due diligence. I need to build the structures that will enable it to be successful. And often it's helpful for me to also appreciate what all is. So if I'm starting small, what is it going to be? What is full implementation? So I can map backwards and ask myself, how do I go from one to all? What are the various levels and the growth that has to happen in order for me to get from this small scale test to that big one? And so all of those considerations help us to implement effectively and to really do it in such a way that, where, as I sort of describe it, your change is kind of, you're polishing it more and more. You're getting all the rough edges out. So as you expand, you've got a more perfect product, a more perfect process that's going to be helpful and more likely to be successful as it rolls out.